Hello. Welcome to my Thursday afternoon Facebook Live. I've just realised I forgot to come on Tuesday afternoon, as I was planning to do. However, I'm here today. I remember today, and today I have a project with me that was a special request from one of my team members, actually. She wanted me to make a video about this card and how to make it. It's a never-ending card. Is that what you call it? Yeah, never-ending card, I think, sort of. There's another name for it, I'm thinking. I can't think of it, though. Anyway, I'm trying to dial up so I can see if I can... you can see what I can see. But anyway, so this is the never-ending card because you fold it sideways, you fold it top ways, you fold it sideways, you fold it top ways, you fold it sideways, you fold it top ways, you fold it sideways, you fold it top ways. So it's a lot of fun. It's interactive. And actually it's deceptively easy to create. Okay, so as I said, I'm making this for my team, this video, and when I'm finished, I'll be sending them the link so that they can make it along with me. Okay, so let's get started. Now I have the original card. I don't have it anymore. Another member of our team taught us how to do it, and he had it much bigger, but I have adapted the card so it can fit inside a standard envelope. So this card is actually 4 inches by 4 inches, or approximately 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, or a little bit more than 10 by 10. Okay, so because it's a square, I should write this down for you so you can see. I'll get myself a bit of scrap paper. Have I got scrap paper? That's the question. I have scrap paper everywhere, but I scribble notes on it, so it's hard to find an piece. So for my square, I'm going to write these measurements out for you. So this is 4 inches by 4 inches, and in metric that would be approximately 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Because it's a square and we've got 2 halves that open up, each of the pieces is half of 4 inches, which is 2 inches by 4 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to score them along this side at 1 inch from each end. So that's 1 inch there, that's 1 inch there, and then score it at 1 inch again. So you've got a series of squares. I'll show you what I mean. I'll leave that over there so you can sort of follow what I'm doing. And because it's a square, you can actually adapt it and make it slightly bigger. So for my little card here, my little terrific toadstool card, I have got 4 pieces of garden green cardstock to go with the paper. You need 4 pieces, and each of these pieces are 4 inches high by 2 inches wide, because when you put them together, that's your 4 inches by 4 inches, okay? And if I hold it up close to the camera, hopefully you can see I've already scored it at 1 inch from either end, and also 1 inch at each side. And then when you're putting your adhesive on, I've already put my tear and tape on so you can see. The adhesive goes on, so I've got 2 pieces together, goes on those outside corners, and I'm going to put them this way. So what you need to do, am I doing a really confusing job of explaining this? I hope not. So I've got 2 pieces in that orientation and 2 pieces in that orientation, and I'm going to layer them one on top of each other. Okay, so these ones are going to go on there like that to do the folding. So because I'm going to start with the doors going like doors, and then the windows going like windows on the second one, I'll put these 2 together like this, and then those 2 on like that. Now I have to remove all of I put tear and tape on so that it was easier for you to see what I was doing. Okay, there we are. So there's my first corner. I'm going to take the backing off all of the tape and just create a mess up there of my tape coverings. Okie dokie. And then this one here. So on that one, actually, I didn't use tear and tape. I just used my normal seal, which is what I normally use, and it's held together quite well. Tear and tape is actually stronger though. So if you are doing this with tear and tape, it'll be much stronger. Okay. And I know some people prefer green glue, but you don't really want any movement when you're putting this together, so just be aware of that. All right, just get my mess out of the way. All right, so they're in the window orientation. My 4 outside corners all have adhesive on. I haven't bent on any of those score lines yet. Now, you do have to make sure they just butt up. Don't overlap them, just butt up beside each other, okay? And then I'm going to put this one, trying not to move them, butt it up against it, and there. Have I got it straight there? Okay, those two are stuck on, and then this one, they should all be sitting, should be much easier for me to put on, stuck on those corners, okay? All right, so that's my card done, sort of. Well, that's the beginning of it. I'm just rubbing my corners. Then, this is the tricky bit. I have got my score lines already there, so it will work, but it's the confidence to do it. So the first thing is to open up your 2 doors and score, bend, burnish. Okay, 2 doors, and then open up your 2 windows and bend on those score lines, bend, and your bottom window. Okay, and then doors again, and then windows again. And that is the basic card. For this project, I'm using Designer Series paper that has a right way and a wrong way. So this is a little bit tricky, and my advice to you would be to just make sure you keep your orientation the same way all the time, okay? Or you can just go, you know, your paper the other way around. So I'm going to stick on the front, my large squares in my large square sections of my toadstool paper, only available until the end of the day tomorrow, so if you want to get another pack, you'll have to get in quick. Okay, and my skinny little paper for the tops. Okay, 1, 2, 3. When we were making this at our team day, I forgot to tell everyone to make sure you keep it the same orientation the whole time. And sometimes if you put your card like that, for example, and you think that's the beginning point, then you open it up, it's upside down. So it is important that you remember which way is the beginning point, because then when you go through, it stays the same all the way around. Okay, so I've done that paper. I opened my doors, and I've got 2 bits of paper for my windows. One here and one here. Okay, that's all I'm doing on the second one, the windows, because then I'm opening the windows. And on this one, I have pre-stamped them already. I've got 2 pieces of cardstock exactly the same size as the Designer Series paper. So each of those squares, because we've used 4" by 4". Each of these squares is 2" by 2". So my Designer Series paper and my white cardstock is actually 1 3/4" by 1 3/4". It would be just a little bit smaller. Okay, so there's my writing panel, And then the back of my card, again, I've got 2 large squares, so just add my paper there, and I've kept it the same the whole way around, haven't moved it. Oops. And my skinny bits up the sides. Hello, Monica and Maria. How nice that you're both here. It will be wonderful on stage. I can introduce you two to each other, because I'm guessing you're coming, Monica, and I know Maria is coming. So that would be really awesome. Okay, and there we are. So that's the end of my sticking the paper. So we're back at the beginning again. I'm holding it the same way, opening the doors, opening the windows, opening the doors, opening the windows. And we're back at the beginning. All right, and then the rest of my card is basically embellishment. I'm going to put on You Are Magical, which I have fussy cut already. Oop. You Are Magical up the right way. And because it is the Terrific Toadstools paper, I'm going to stamp a few more toadstools that I can just put inside my card. 1, 2, here's another scrap here. 3. That wasn't stamped very well, was it? 3. Oh, that's far better. Take a bit more time and you do get a better image when you stamp. Rushing is never good for anybody. Okay. And then I love how this punch lines up really well. I've just jammed it. To do, just swish that through, make sure there's no more cardstock hiding, so that you have no, oops, outline around it. And one more. And while I'm punching, a couple of stalks with a very skinny piece of, this is the easiest way to do the stalks. You do, when you're using this punch, it is good to use really skinny cardstock so that you don't punch out all of the things all at once. There we go. 3 stalks, 3 caps, and I'm done. And now I just have to decide where I want to put my toadstools, mushrooms. Okay, one here next to this one here. A bit of dimensional on you, although I do love those flowers, but that'll just make it, because it's exactly the same piece of paper, make it betterer. And none there because that's our writing panel. Maybe one here. There we go. And one there. And a little bit of, yes, I do have a Rubik's Cube version, and actually as the discussion went, Rubik's Cube is actually easier because it doesn't have directional paper. The directional paper got everyone very, very confused. I'll show you the Rubik's Cube one when I finish sticking me stalks. I have to trim you because you're going a little bit longer than I want you to. Okay, and last stalk. Okay, there we go. So there's my Terrific Toadstools Never-Ending card. Here's the, like Monica said, a Rubik's Cube version. And this is the one that our team member Steve originally taught us. And it doesn't really matter which way you're holding it, it'll always be correct. And I adapted mine to have, I don't even know, I think that's the right way actually. See, you don't know. It has little white spots, and the original one I did was for our daughter's fiance, and we went, happy birthday to you, love from all of us, on each of the white squares. So it was part of the fun. And I've also done one that I haven't quite finished using the lovely Wildflower birthday papers, which is full of cakes and yumminess. There you go. So that's the basics of making a never-ending card. I will be doing the Rubik's Cube one for our masculine class at the end of March as well. There we go, never-ending card, and there's the measurements there if you want them. So this particular one is 4 inches by 4 inches, and you have 4 pieces, 2 inches by 4 inches, and scored it 1 inch from each end and then 1 inch in the middle, just up to those bits there. I hope that helps, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.